And welcome to DunkersPodcast. Now, today, before we dive in, pun fully intended, a few quick things from me, your ever grateful host. Thank you so much for listening, and even bigger thanks if you've already passed the link on to a mate. Just pass one on, that's all I ask. I've only ever got one ask, and that is every follow, every share gives our podcast wings, or at least flippers. I'm working hard to make this podcast the best it can be, entertaining, a bit silly, and occasionally inspirational. And I welcome all feedback, even the stuff that stings a little. This show is for you, so help shape it. And finally, my thanks to Emma Woods for her help on the social media to grow our podcast following, and to Jason Hurd for covering the technical bumps and making us sound so good. So today's podcast is entitled Splashes, Sips and Seaside Shenanigans. So there is a warning going on here. Today's episode may cause spontaneous laughter, cold water cravings and a sudden urge for a cheeky beer. Debbie and Mark Baker are here to spill secrets, share sea tales and prove that the couple who dunk together, drink together and stay together. So grab your wetsuits and maybe a pint, because today we're diving into synchronised swims and home-brewed IPAs. This pair know how to keep life frothy, fun and a bit fuzzy. In a village where the tides bring adventure and the waves carry stories, one couple stand out, and this is their journey of courage, creativity and coastal living at its best. Let's make a splash and a big welcome to Debbie and Mark Baker. Welcome to DunkersPodcast.
Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Right, so I've tried to set the scene, but so you'll probably square that away and throw it out of the window. So
I'm thinking about the synchronised swimming already. I know where that's come from.
Oh dear. And the phosphorus seas, and yeah, and oh no, I won't spoil it as we go along. So, who was the first in the water? I mean,
definitely Debbie.
Definitely
Yeah.
Debbie.
Definitely Debbie.
You've always been a swimmer.
I love swimming, and I think I get it from my mum.
Okay.
So my mum used to swim even for as long as I can remember, all year round here. So she used to bring us when we came down for the summer, so she could have a bit of time to herself in the morning. She'd wake us up at night and say, let's go for a midnight swim. It was probably only about 10 o'clock, but she'd take us swimming late at night in the phosphorescence.
Right.
And she'd swim all year round, off the shanty.
And from what I've heard, actually, joking apart, she's almost taught half of Abersoch to swim, hasn't she?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
And encourage some spontaneous early morning swimming from a few as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So dunking is just a real has-been for you, hasn't it? Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Mark, when did you because your love of water, I mean, we watch you swimming in a morning, you're like a fish.
So I started dunking mostly under protest. I'm a runner originally, and as I was starting to get older, I started to get a little more injured. So I thought I'd take up triathlon, which is a middle-aged cry for help.
Right.
So that involved learning how to ride a bike more effectively, and more importantly, learning how to swim, because I couldn't do front crawl until I was 45. Yeah. So I've been working on that ever since, and that's what's drawn me into the water.
Okay.
But I do get what's called Rheinheitsgebot, which is kind of the yellow fingers.
Yeah.
So my first early dunks with Debbie were accompanied by much moaning and whinging. but since then I've subdued that, and I thoroughly enjoy the morning swims in Abersoch Bay.
Brilliant. Because Rheinheitsgebot it's one of those complaints that you cancel all meetings for the first half an hour or an hour after you come out of water, don't you? Because you can't touch his keyboard or anything. It's,
absolutely. I think some of my distressing moments have been in the winter, when I put a full wetsuit on with gloves and boots.
Oh, right.
And I come out of the water after half an hour swimming with Debbie, trying to keep up with her, as she's in no particular equipment whatsoever.
No.
And basically then
a swimming costume if you're lucky.
getting stuck with cold fingers, trying to get my boots off,
Right.
and being unable to, not having the strength, and then having to ask Debbie to help me out with my rubber gear.
Okay, well, that's probably another podcast there. And we won't pursue that at this point. But tell me about your swimming. So you were 45 before you learnt crawl. Are you confident with crawl now?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
So mostly, I've
me.
cut my teeth on doing the Abersoch triathlon.
Right.
For probably about the last 5 or 6 years.
Didn't we?
Right.
Yeah, first year we did it together.
Sort of even everything up because
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
run, so I always refused to run. And Mark didn't swim, so triathlon felt like the place where,
Yeah.
at least to start with,
Yeah.
it was a fairly sort of equal balance. He had to learn to swim, and I had to.
I remember the first triathlon was a sprint, so it should have been just 750 meters.
Yeah.
I was quite worried. I got to the first peak of the sea coming down the slipway, and there were huge waves about 2-3 foot high. And what happened was the first marker buoy had been swept out towards the Tudswills.
Oh,
so instead of
God.
a small 750 meter swim, it was about 1400 meters,
Wow.
which I only
Okay.
just managed to complete. But
Yeah.
and that was the year that the bike was disrupted by a fire in Manitho.
Right.
So nobody actually did the course, and there was about 150 bikers waiting outside, going, "Which way do we go?"
I'm amazed.
And
you
the
didn't
road
have
was
someone
closed. It was
turning
incredible.
up at yours.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
So subsequent triathlons have been quite good
Yeah.
fun.
If you'd have just done another 100 meters, you could have gone in for the Olympic, couldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've graduated up to the Olympics.
Have
since
you?
then. So yeah.
Oh,
and
right.
I've done the rock a few times, which was very very.
You're doing it
challenging.
this next year?
No,
No.
it's too cold early in the year.
Oh, right.
I did it when there was 2, and there was one in September. which
Okay.
was warmer. Yeah,
Right. Yes,
yeah.
there was, wasn't there?
Warmer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to hold on to your words because only 2 days ago I paid my triathlon sprint
Oh well.
membership. So, and I, like yourself, cannot swim or couldn't swim crawl. I'm just getting there. But the difference is I'm 25 years older than you were when I started. So I do think I might be in
Never
a bit of
too
trouble.
late.
God, I hope not.
I think you can learn anything, really. You just got to try.
Well, you have. Yeah, you absolutely have. So, and that also includes skiing for you because you're quite a keen snow skier, are you not?
Yes. I only learned to ski
With the
when
Lake
I
District
came.
Ski Club.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting story with this. So Debbie had been, one of her workmates had been up Helvellyn and reported back that he'd been hiking away with his rucksack on and seen all these people skiing past him on the top of Helvellyn. And so Debbie joyfully came home one day and said, "Look, we need to do this. We need to go skiing," because we'd been skiing once or twice together in Europe in the Alps. And this opportunity arose, so we got ourselves down to Decathlon, bought some cheap skis, end of season
Bought
skis,
skis.
some poles,
pretty committed.
some
that,
little
isn't it?
rucksacks that you could attach the skis to, and headed off to the Lake District to then climb an hour and a half up Helvellyn to get to the Helvellyn
I
ski
thought
club.
we got lost. I remember
Absolutely
sitting
brilliant.
there. It was really windy.
You weren't on your own, were you?
We were
Just
on
the
our
two
own.
of you?
It was the two of us. And the mist started to come down. I was like, Mark, I'm not sure this is a good idea. We don't really know where we're going. We think there's some people skiing up here. And then the mist suddenly cleared and you could see people skiing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we carried on.
And that
It was amazing. It was
yeah.
amazing. All these
Very
crazy people at the top of a mountain
Well, right.
with a little hut and some funny little ski rooms.
And no
It's a
button
great
lift,
day
no
out.
button lift or chairlift.
No, there's
to
one
take you
button
up.
lift.
Oh,
yeah.
is there a button
A
lift?
300-meter button lift. Yeah,
Oh, right.
And they have a couple of good runs as well.
Okay.
Like Way Out West and
Yeah.
Savages and President's Run. And they're all unpisted, which
Oh,
is quite
right.
interesting.
Oh, good for beginners.
So, you know
Yeah.
if you break your leg up there, there's only a
And we were
helicopter to bring you down.
We were beginners.
Yeah.
We could barely ski at this point.
Really.
But there is a way of skiing back when it's really snowy.
Okay.
But yeah, even that can be a bit challenging.
Right. Well, can I just tell our listener in a quick interlude, we're drinking some of this wonderful IPA, which Mark, just tell us a bit about it. Tell us a bit about the beer.
So the beer is what's called a hazy IPA, and it's made with oats, barley, and lots and lots of hops. And the way you brew it is intentionally to make it hazy, but to make it as fruity and hoppy as possible.
Right.
So this is using a relatively new hop called Crush with a K.
Right.
And this is a single hop variety of beer. This which you'd call a smash.
So you can mix hops then.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So this is not very complex compared to some, but it was so fruity and lovely last year when we brewed it. I decided to go for it again. So for 20 litres of beer, it's got about £20 worth of hops in it.
Oh God!
So no expense spared.
No, clearly not. No. So are we going to be horizontal before this podcast ends?
Luckily, I only brought one with us.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, I'm going to. I will.
4.7 is that?
4.7%.
4.7. We will post a picture of this amazing image that Debbie has created for Mark's beer with this particular podcast.
So worth pointing out, this is called Hazy Morning.
Hazy Morning. Thank you. Well, there we go. Thank you. Oh no, we've slipped into afternoon already. Yeah, exactly. So Debbie, you don't just swim, do you? You have a go at almost anything. Running. You've been running this morning, in fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dog wasn't impressed, but yes.
Yeah. And obviously skiing. Cycling. You good at
cycling? Like cycling.
Do you?
I'm okay at cycling. I did when I started cycling. Used to stop at the top of your hill and think, how am I ever going to go further than this?
Oh, you mean after you come up past the ship? My goodness, you need an award for that. Oh.
But yes, I like cycling. I enjoy cycling and sailing, and
and just being in the water.
Yeah.
So
on the water, in
the water, anything to do with the water.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So as a water aficionado, then when is this best time to see the sea sparkle with that phosphorus?
Oh, August, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, the sea needs to be quite warm, and you need a dark night. But I think the phosphorescence over the last month has been pretty good.
Yeah. And the question I've been geared to ask here is it better with or without clothes?
Without.
Naturally. God, if people could see me now, they'd see me. I was blushing. Isn't that the way all Dunkers? Absolutely. So your sort of synchronised swimming, didn't you do that at one time?
No, that's Tracy, who also does. I've known Tracy for as long as I've known Julian, really.
Right.
You know, we all sort of misspent our teenage years together. I was a bit older than both of them, so I was probably deemed to be leading them all astray. But
you probably designed this as an initiation ritual, did you? Right, no, come on, strip off.
But Tracy's grandmother used to teach synchronised swimming on the Warren.
Right.
And it was obviously, she sent me a photo when her grandmother died. And I said, how would you like to commemorate your grandmother? And she said, what I'd like to do, she goes, she likes synchronised swimming. And I said, well, you bring the rum and I will bring the hydrangea hats.
Hydrangea hats,
you know, because you've got to have the sort of hats that you'd have done synchronised swimming in the 50s or 60s.
Oh, right. Those, yeah.
So we got some hats. I bought some hats on the internet that were the sort of ones that look like a hydrangea flower. In pink.
Michelle wears those now, doesn't she?
Yeah. It was Michelle who gave me the idea.
Bless
and
you,
I provided
Michelle.
a set of hydrangea hats, and we had a beach barbecue with Julian's sister and my stepdaughter Holly. And we all went off to go and do some synchronised swimming afterwards. And we were asking Tracy to teach us what she knew from her grandmother. This was to commemorate her grandmother's life after she died. And it all got very out of hand. It was very entertaining. So much so that Mark invested in his own.
My own blue hydrangea hat. Blue for boys.
That's
and attempted synchronised swim with the ladies the next time they went swimming.
Oh, perfect.
Very interesting because my flexibility is not what it used to be.
Did they see you slip in amongst the pack?
Well, we were kind
or is it the shoal?
trying to coordinate kind of rotations and various sort of it's very interesting.
We tried to persuade Holly that she wouldn't mind being flung in the air by us all at the end of our sort of. And they entertained everyone on the beach.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she wasn't convinced.
Did it work though? Did you try it?
I wasn't quite convinced. And then Sue's dog got overexcited and wanted to come and join in, so he decided to participate in the
All right.
synchronised swimming
Okay.
as well.
With a hat?
So,
No.
no hat.
No hat. No. Do you think this sounds as though, honestly, this is so crazy. This enters into the annals of the Dunkers magic moments. Do you think you could lead it again sometime, Debbie and Mark?
We've got the hats now.
We've got the hats. I think basically we need to invest the rest of the Dunkers in this activity.
Well, yes.
By supplying hydrangea hats to a whole group. Oh well, we can have a synchronised session before a dunk on maybe an auspicious day or something like this.
Well, we did. In fairness, the honesty is that we did dress up with hats for Michelle's 70th, and that went down. And then actually, just to give you an idea of the tone, we then went to Two Islands for a coffee, and she entered the Two Islands in a mermaid outfit. And
I took Jack. Jack was dunking with us that time. Jack was just like, who are these people?
I think it would be impressive with 40 people in hydrangea hats. Maybe there'd be a local Guinness Book of Records we could set there.
We could certainly have a go at it, couldn't we? Yeah, absolutely. So it's just the crazy things that we do. Crazy things that we do. So I'm coming back to your IPA. This you set up this brewing company, didn't you? Why?
So I'm an amateur brewer, let's say, a home brewer currently, and I've got some designs to retire down to Abersoch, and decided a couple of years ago to take the name with Company's House of Abersoch Brewing Company.
Oh, right.
So that's kind of not been trading yet.
No,
but it's ready and waiting for my pre-retirement. Easing into doing something different. So ultimately, I'm hoping to convert my garage into a small brewery.
Right.
My outbuilding into a bonded warehouse, and start brewing as soon as able. And I'm hoping that Debbie will be my salesperson, accountant, and
salesperson,
general
chief tester,
chief taster. Yeah.
So,
but the idea is
accountant.
You don't taste every can, Debbie. You're supposed to leave some fastened.
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm just a home brewer, so I can't sell my beer. I can share it with people, but I can't.
Oh, right.
I see.
Okay.
It's meant to get shared with our children's friends.
Yeah. So when you share it, I mean, I'm going to be really serious for a moment. When you share it, do you have to have a license or no?
As long as it's within your own home.
Okay, but when you sell it, you presumably
I would have to register with the government and do all sorts of. There's all sorts of hurdles to get through. But I know what to do. I've got a plan.
Right. He's
a scientist, so this is
yes. Well, I was going to say.
So brewing is a wonderful combination of biology, chemistry, engineering, and a bit of alchemy.
Really
mixed into one.
Yeah. Wow.
I remember when Debbie likes a pint of real ale by a fire in the winter, and we kind of had some very, very nice trips when we were first courting to various Lake District pubs and gastronomy locations, etc.
Right.
So I thought, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
So I looked up a supplier, and I thought, well, okay, you need grain.
A supplier of materials.
The hops. Yeah. So you need grain, you need hops,
and
you need water
to
make beer and a process. And I found out that there was like 100 sorts of grain and like about 200 sort of hops, right? And there was like lots of different water chemistry, and everything goes into the final product, and can influence how it tastes,
right?
And how long it lasts, and really what its character is.
Yeah.
So I thought there's endless possibilities.
Yeah.
So you can make anything you like, basically. Yeah. So I've been sort of writing my own recipes. Brewing beers.
Okay.
It's just
since lockdown.
Since lockdown.
So this was how Jack phoned me up and said, "What are you going to do with Dad in lockdown? He's going to injure himself because he'll just go running and he'll go
just over the top.
He'll overdo it." And I said, "I've got a plan. I'm going to buy him a pressure ferment, and I think it'll keep him entertained."
So that was the first of 2 pressure fermenters, and. So and I enjoy it. It's more of a challenge doing the research of how you're going to create the beer, what ingredients you're going to use, what process.
Right.
And I think it's so far brewed 27 different styles of beer. So particularly like one of my favourites was something called a Flanders Red.
Flanders Red.
Flanders Red.
Okay,
It's a Belgian beer.
Yeah.
Sort of like with wild, funky character.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically,
It's more like a wine.
you
really.
brew it for.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of ferment it first of all in plastic fermenters for about 6 months, and I put it into a barrel for a year.
Right.
And then at the end of the year, you kind of retrieve what's left after the angels share, just like whiskey. And it was the most amazing, exquisite beer.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's all gone though now.
Yeah. Because that was the question that's sort of going through my mind. If you put so much sort of research, scientific and otherwise, research into these things, can you actually sort of cut and paste that and get that and do that again and again and again? Or does every brew fermentation or whatever it's called, is it slightly different?
Well, that's the key to commercial success. You want to be able to brew the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But I've purposely not done that. Every single batch I've made, even if it's the same recipe,
in the back of the
I've tweaked it a little bit just to keep things exciting.
It's not back of the fag pack.
Isn't it really?
There is like a really detailed specification of every beer that Mark has brewed, what temperature it's. He has these sort of apps and gadgets that, it's like we tease him and say he's looking at his beer babies, if we're skiing or something or we're away. He's sort of monitoring all the brews and sort of checking on them and checking on their temperature and so it's quite
growing different yeasts. In fact, one thing we did, we caught some yeast out of the garden.
Yeah.
And so some wild yeast.
Oh, wow.
And made a wild beer with that.
And my sourdough starter. That's our pizza sourdough starter as well.
Really?
It does beer and bread.
Good.
Fantastic, yeah.
You are so creative, you pair. But actually, you've not always been sort of landlocked because you're quite a sailor as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you both sailors?
I did a little dabbled in sailing.
Right.
I do like sailing. We have a little dinghy,
right,
called an RS Aero. Very light. It's like sort of sports car version of a laser.
Ian has one.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, right.
Boat,
okay, I think I've seen.
I don't have a very long heritage, but I do enjoy sailing.
Right. So this doesn't sort of employ the same sorts of pastimes as the boat Corwin used to. Because didn't you have a boat called Corwin?
No, I used to sail on a boat called Corwin.
Right.
So there were two big boats when we were sort of teenagers and early 20-somethings that sort of dominated all the racing down here. One was the Welsh boat, Corwin, which I sailed on.
Yeah.
And the other one was Keep On Smiling, which is the one that Tracy sailed on.
Okay.
And Julian sailed on.
Right.
and that was the sort of English boat. And they were constantly at loggerheads for about sort of 3 or 4 years. Corwin generally won because they sailed it very seriously.
Really?
And it wasn't quite so bad.
And what were you doing on that one then?
I used to go on party with the Keep On Smiling crew. So I'd go and race with Corwin and then go out and party with
all the best of both worlds. So
exactly.
You got all the accolades from sailing, and then all the partiness from them. All right, okay. And that Keep On. Who was the other crew then? Besides was it just the two of them, Tracy and?
No,
there's big crews.
They're big. They were 40-foot boats. There was about 10 people on each one.
Right, okay.
So there was a whole group
boats.
of people that would sail on them. Yeah, and we go over to Ireland or up to Scotland and
wow.
And then I did a bit of racing where Dickie's Boatyard used to give us a sort of free boat every year. And it would all get done up and specced out to be absolutely amazing. And then we'd go and race it. So we'd go over to France or
they got the accolades,
Monaco,
didn't they?
and
No, really?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. So it was a very nice life before I had the children, lots of racing. And then I got sick of working in London and went to work on yachts out in the Caribbean.
Okay. It's because you're a chef by
so I chefed
trade,
I chefed. Well, I wasn't actually trained.
I
chefed on a yacht. I managed to get away.
You just winged it.
I just
Damn,
like
the rest of my life.
I got somebody who was a very good chef to to give me a reference out there.
Really?
Yeah, basically. He now lives back in Abersoch.
Yeah. And you pay him every other month. Yeah.
We have fantastic meals together.
Yeah.
We try to outdo each other.
Do you really? Yeah. You obviously enjoy it then. So
I love
not
cooking.
just the Caribbean, but you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where did you meet? Were you in the Caribbean at the time, Mark? Or?
No, I wish I had been. I was stuck in England at the time.
Oh, were you?
No, actually, we were both married to previous partners, and after those all ended, I had 2 kids to look after.
Right.
So I didn't have a chance to really get out and try and meet people. So I used the internet.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Debbie is my internet bride.
Right. Oh, lovely.
And I'm her internet husband. So.
Okay. This was about 2013, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you go.
2012 we met.
2012.
I thought he had a nice smile.
Yeah.
Well, so he has.
And I had a nice greyhound at the time as well. Yeah.
Nice greyhound. Like, he can't. How bad can he be? He's got a nice smile and a lovely
greyhound.
dog.
So tell me about your greyhound now, because that's a lovely segue.
Yeah. We've got a new greyhound that we've had for about a month. So she's a rescue. She's called Ayla, which is Welsh for snow. So effectively, we've called the dog Snowy. But she...
He's tin.
Wrong hair.
Yeah, you'll have to get your hair a bit. Oh, Mark, work on it.
Not Tintin. But yeah, Ayla is lovely. She's, I think she's become one of the dunkers. She hasn't yet sort of got to the point where she's happy to come and swim with us.
No.
But she very much loves being part of the dunking community.
Does she?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
She? Yeah.
She hears my car keys. And she's
first
there in the morning. She's just like, yeah, I'm not being left behind.
Right.
And this morning when I came running down the beach with her, the first thing she did was dive off towards the cafe to see if we were all there, so she could have a rest.
I was going to say, yeah.
But yeah, she loves it. She's fitted right in.
She has. I mean, everybody loves it, don't they? She's the sort of dog that is... Because greyhounds, people don't usually have greyhounds. They're not the most common dogs. Unlike, I'm not taking sides with Cherry here, but because she's just a black Labrador, everybody's got a black Labrador, but sort of seems to have down here. But she's a beautiful dog, Era, and she's lovely.
I think they are lovely dogs. I don't know. I think they get a bad rep, and people think that they're sort of, really highly strung, or because they've been mistreated, they should be muzzled. I remember being told that by someone.
Really?
But they're such gentle animals, and they're so easy because all they do is run for a bit and then sleep. Right. They sleep for 18 hours a day. They just lie around. So they're very chilled. Very, very chilled.
Well, you sort of look at her. She's just muscle everywhere and just chilled muscle, isn't she? Yeah, sorry.
Muscles on muscles.
Muscles on muscles. Yeah. It's okay. So because we've got in Dunkers podcast, we actually have 1 or 2 little traditions we try and sort of follow. And one of them is to ask you a question. You've been left a question by previous podcast guests, and we never tell you who it is, but they'll know when they hear the podcast. But there's a sort of generic question that I always ask, and that is, I'll ask you first, Mark. If you were able to dunk with anybody anywhere, who would it be and where?
That's me. Where?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe I could dunk on a different planet, in a methane sea with Albert Einstein.
Wow.
How he came up with E = MC squared.
Yeah, I bet nobody will ever say that one again. Mark, if I could give you an award, you'd have had it now.
I can just see his moustache being floated by a sea of methane on some exotic planet. So
okay,
I stretched that one a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but Albert's waiting to welcome you. That's all I can say.
I hope he's brought his hydrangea hat.
No, that would be a sight.
Go on, tell me, you want to dunk with somebody like who grows hydrangeas? No, who is it? Who is it?
I honestly, I love the people that I dunk with every morning. I can't stress enough how amazing dunking down here with you lot is.
Really,
it makes my morning every morning. So I don't think there is anybody I would rather dunk with than the people that I already have.
That you're already with.
How about Mr. Dolphin? Who's dunked with you and you didn't even realise.
Yeah, I would really like the dolphin to make itself known next time that it's swimming alongside me.
Absolutely.
Rather than me swimming alongside the dolphin, oblivious
Absolutely,
the amazing experience that I'm having.
Well, when you go on the next island swim, because Andy's organising another island swim.
He is.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I will sort of let you into a secret. As soon as the island swim was over, within about 2 weeks, it was mooted around our coffee morning on the footprints. Well, shall we all swim across the bay over, because it's only 22 miles to the other side. But I think I'm glad to say that's probably tapered out a bit now. But yes, he's got another island swim in his mind.
Excellent. I think there's a swim coming up, isn't there? That's sort of swimming down an estuary.
Oh, the Hurly-Burly. Yes, the Hurly-Burly's in Barmouth. You can have a go.
Do that.
Yeah, well, my son Ryan, he did it last year when he was here, and it's 10K. And he's a sort of he's a good swimmer. But, not exceptional, but he's a good swimmer. And he said it just felt like 5K because you're being sort of swept taken along. And apparently it's absolutely beautiful because you're going through a sort of a gorge and it's just amazing. And you can almost sort of stop swimming and just be taken by the water. So
that sounds really good. So
that's
I'll have to see if
October 10th or 12th or something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see if Tracy's still up for that.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
And then we've got the She Ultra.
Of course. Are you doing that one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, hence the reason I've started running again.
You're not going to run the She Ultra?
No. But I think if I do the running, I won't have to do quite so much distance to train. Because that's kind of...
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be just a bit fitter.
Yeah, I was going to say it's the fitness to power you, to keep powering yourself through.
So I reckon if I sort of do some running, that'll cut down the amount of training.
Yeah.
I hope.
Okay, so the questions that you've been left.
Yes, go on.
It's first for you, Debbie. So if you'd got, you were on a car journey and you were on a car journey with somebody who you knew but wasn't family or a close friend, and you decided just to keep going, what sort of music would you have on your on the radio or on the music?
Oh Lord, I have. I think I have the musical taste of a sort of 14-year-old teenage boy. I like sort of indie music, and I like what I like.
Right.
So I'm going to force them to listen to my loud indie music.
Right. Okay.
Well, if they're good company, I might switch it down and chat to them instead.
Right. If you'd let them get a word in. Yeah.
This happens to me all the time.
Mark. That was a side swipe before we finished. Yeah.
Fair point, though.
Yeah, well, there you go. And Mark, if you'd got £5 left and just £5, sorry, not £5, £50, you got £50 left in your wallet and you wanted to spend it, what would you do with it?
That's flawed, mate. I haven't used any cash in about 4 years.
In that case, this question's irrelevant.
I'd say, where the heck did that £50 come from? It depends if I was hungry.
I know what you'd do. I know what you'd do. You'd nip down to Lavin.
And get loads of beer. Probably a whole selection of Stefan's beer collection in the Talavon. That would be probably some of it, and probably some Sclodion from the Sons.
And maybe some of those.
Probably food related.
Well, they're both food related. Well, yes, yeah. Well, that sounds really good.
So. Just a nice weekend.
Nice way just to spend your last 50 quid. Last 50 quid.
Well, if your last 50 quid, you better spend it on something useful.
Of course you have. Yeah. Debbie, you didn't get a look in then, did you?
I wasn't expecting to.
All Debbie's cookery comes for
The
free.
beer with me.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Debbie's.
Debbie's cookery comes for free, so I don't need to pay for her to cook. So.
Need I say more? Oh, the only thing I will say though is thank you very much both. It's really lots and lots of fun, and hopefully as your brewing develops into an enterprise which we can all purchase part of, can by can, then just let us know and we'll have you back on the podcast and we'll have an update if that's all right.
I'll certainly be happy to come back in a few
Brilliant.
years' time.
Thank you. A few years' time. When are you going to retire?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Okay. They won't let you.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Beggars.
Soon.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Debbie, you and I'll just have to drink whatever beer he's making, won't we?
I know. I
Yeah.
just need to encourage him to retire a bit earlier.
I think you ought to. I'd like to raise a glass and say cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much indeed.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you.
And may the Dunkers spirit go with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Pleasure.